So, by way of injury updates then. The fibular shaft fracture suffered in this bout here has forced Kitanowaka out of this week too. There's clearly no sign of his coming back right now, and he faces the drop to Division 3 mere weeks after serving as poster boy for this year's London exhibition. Nishikifuji has been out from day 3 with cervical spinal issues, which were also affecting him pre-meet, and actually worsened due to Onokatsu's second day lift-out. He is not ruled out wading back in, but has been signed off for a full month, and will likely see demotion to the second tier as a palatable trade-off for extra rest time. Nabatame, as you likely saw, twisted his left leg on day 3, and further strained the ACL that has proven a Takanosho-style long-term issue. His master says he can still walk, and is thinking of coming back to try and stave off demotion, but it will be a tremendous ask. Oshoumi hurt his instep when downing Mitoryu on day 5. Alas, he is injury-prone. His master says he wants to find a way back in, but it all depends on the doctor's assessment. Then, yesterday, Kiryuko concerningly injured both his knees when trying to resist Shimazuumi. His left ACL, right MCL, right femoral condyle, and right tibia have all been hurt, and he's been signed off for 3 months. For the moment, he's guaranteed to drop back to Division 3. Shimazuumi, already at that level, is set to drop 40 more rungs after pulling out from day 1. The nature of last September's injury was never properly announced, but supporters tell me it was knee-related and flared up again in the first training session of January. He was able to fight exhibitions for February events, but clearly can't do it for real, meaning just 1 year after impressing in Division 1, he'll find himself 5 defeats from Division 4 next time round. Bushozan, just 2 rungs below him, will also be falling hard. He pulled out of November with hand, foot and mouth disease, but it seems his current woes are unrelated. His fan club says it's an injury, they will not specify the type, and that he too is out for the count this time. The same can be said for Kotokenryu, I think, though again no diagnosis made public. And while Kazuma was seen walking around at Tokushoryu's retirement event, he has also elected for more time off as he nurses his ACL back to fitness. We've also had a surprise retirement in the form of Taiga, the older half of the Tanji brothers from Fukushima. Arashio Stable's sudden announcement, notably, did not contain a well done, thank you or good luck, thereby hinting at displeasure. Despite racing to Division 3 in his teens, as a result of intense friendly competition with his brother and Daisei-san, the statement read, he appeared to have lost his passion on both the practice and matchday dohyos of late. We tried all we could to persuade him to stay, but he was adamant that his loss of passion would hold back his colleagues in training, and that he wanted to pursue new aims. Hence, he made the gut-wrenching decision to retire just before this meet. He has already left the stable fold and begun to walk a new path. I'm sure those of us who followed him would like to wish him well, but stables sadly can never forgive admissions of lack of passion. And finally, based on what several fans here have told me, a message for the London 2025 organisers. Please organise a Meet the Wrestlers event, perhaps along the lines of this one here, so that fans without matchday tickets can still be fully involved in this historic occasion. It is clear lots of members of this channel and community have waited years for this event, and deserve more than anyone else their chance to meet their sumo heroes. This is not 1991, when the Albert Hall was mainly catering to Brits and Japanese expats. There are European fans by the hundred, and seemingly even some from further afield, who would gladly come along to this event without any PR campaign at all. Amid the constant anachronistic talk of growing sumo by introducing it to an audience of overseas strangers, it would be nice and reassuring just to see some recognition that a highly dedicated overseas sumo fan base already exists and has grown exponentially in the past decade. British organisers, you have so much power to make so many sumo fans happy for years and years to come. And the legacy of this event must be that everyone among that fan base who wishes to attend gets in some way to attend and gets to go home happy. And I say this in the capacity of someone who was lucky enough to attend your 1991 event and now shudders to think at how much poorer his life would be had he in fact missed out.